When you buy an AMS vendor from A&M Equipment, let me give you a few tips on setup and service. When you deliver this machine, if you have a standard size door, it's easy to get this machine in the door. Your cabinet is 28 inches wide. The door will swing back almost all the way. By disconnecting your harness here, make sure you disconnect this harness. Don't just pull on it. Also, the little wire that guides the door is easily removed with a screwdriver. Then your door will slide back. You can take the cabinet in first, slide the machine around, let the door come in last, and the machine is in through a standard size door. When you get the machine on location, make sure to level the machine. The first thing to level the machine is to close your door and make sure your bolt and your T-handle line up. If it lines up correctly, it's perfect. Then you just level the machines using the leg levelers. If it doesn't line up and it's too low, you can come to the front leg leveler right here, let that down, which will raise your door, or you can raise this up, which will lower your door to get it in the proper position. The second thing in setting up a machine, when it is on location, after you have it leveled, you hit the mode button, the little yellow button on your control board. One time you will hear a beep. Then you have a screen that comes up with the menu items. Take the pound button, go down to price settings. On price settings, it will ask you of number 1, do you want to set the price? You push 1. It will then say enter selection. You would enter a selection number 10. It asks, do you want to save this? Do you want to exit? Or do you want to edit? Edit is 9. You push 9. Your LED goes blank. Then you place the price into the screen, $1. Then you will save that by pushing the star, and it will ask you, do you want to just save this selection, save the entire tray, or save the whole machine? Suppose we wanted the entire top tray on $1, you would press 1, which saves the entire tray. Then go through the entire machine and price it. After you have done that, make sure and close your door, try a few prices, make sure you have set them correctly. But always remember to save with the star button. Next, on this machine, you have a refrigeration system on this one. Any machine with a refrigeration system, you want to be sure that you have set your temperature set point to the proper set point. You would scroll with the pound button again until you get to temperature. Number 2 is set point. If you're vending in this machine snacks and drinks, you could set it at 42 degrees, for instance, would be fine. But to go up or down, you hit number 1, which takes the temperature up, number 2, which brings it down. If this is a bottle food machine and you have perishable products, you must set the set point at 40 degrees so that your health and safety timer is on. When you go above that, it will turn it off. Another feature with refrigeration, you pull air across the condenser in this vending machine. You have a door here in front of your condensing unit that you open, and there is a screen in here. This is just like the air conditioner in your home. You have to change the filter or clean the filter. This must be cleaned about monthly. Slide it back into position, close the door, and your machine is ready to go. When you have a refrigerated unit, you want to also make sure you have a 20 amp dedicated circuit for this machine. That way you never blow a breaker, never have a problem with power coming to your AMS vendor. Also, one of the things when you change out this machine's configurations, it's easy to do. Shelves are easily adjustable, and you may add or subtract products from the machine. If you do that, you need to be sure, push your control button, come around to the front, and go by pushing the pound button to tray setup. In tray setup, number 6 is configuration. This counts the number of motors you are using in an AMS vendor. You push 6 and it will literally count the motors, tell you there are 31 motors in this machine. Then the vendor knows exactly when to vend, what motor to use, and you don't have a problem down the road. When we talk about a health and safety timer in a vending machine that vends perishable products, we mean that when the door is opened and product is put in the machine and it is filled, the door is closed, this vendor has 30 minutes to pull down to 42 degrees, or it puts the machine out of service so that no one gets a perishable product that has gotten hot. Also, this machine, if power were to go off in your location and stay off so that the machine rises in temperature above 42 degrees for more than 30 minutes, it puts the machine out of service so that your customer cannot use the machine and get a bad product. This now is also set in AMS so that you can set each selection whether you use a perishable or a non-perishable product. For instance, if you have a Gatorade here, you can set that where it would not go off no matter what the temperature. As a sandwich, you would always set the health and safety on it so that it is always a cold product.